guys, this is Noor. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about octaves, beat, and note and rest duration. Are you ready? Let's get started. Now, an octave is basically an 8-note pattern. Remember when we talked about the 7-letter pattern, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Now, an octave is basically an 8-note pattern. So, for example, if we start on A, we're going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So we're going to start on A and end it on A. So that makes 8 notes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. From this A to the other A, this is one octave, 8 notes. Now, for example, let's start on C, middle C. Same thing again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Make sure to start on C and finish on C. So it's like a bridge. We start on a note, for example, C, A, B, whatever, and then we have to finish it on the same note. So from C to the other C, this is one octave. From this C to the next C, this is another octave. And from this C to the next C, this is another octave. If we start, for example, on G, from this G to the next G, this is one octave, and from this G to the other G is another octave, and so on. Now, the beat is something very important and essential in music. Without the beat, we don't have music. So basically, the beat is like a clock that ticks every second. Tick-tock, tick-tock. And it helps us keep the beat. So if the note has 2 beats or 3 beats, this beat shows us how to play the song. And the beat depends so much on something we call the time signature, which I'm going to be talking about in the next episode. Now, in order to keep the beat, we can always use something we call the metronome. I have on my keyboard here a key or a button called metronome. And it's even. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's even. And it helps us play evenly. So, that brings us to the next topic, which I'm going to be talking about, is the rest and note duration. Now, note and rest duration. Notes represent the sound in music, and rest represents the silence. So when we see a note, we make a sound, and when we see a rest, we don't make a sound. Every note has an equivalent rest. And here on my computer, I'm going to be showing you all the notes and how they look like, how long they are, and their equivalent rests. First, I'm going to start with something we call tree. And I'm going to be using the middle C sign. And we talked about the middle C sign in the short line before. So the middle C is going to have this shape. And this note actually is 4-beat note. It has 4 seconds count. And we call it whole note or the semi-breve. So a whole note is pretty much like an apple. It's a big apple, and then we can slice it and make it a little smaller and smaller. So the semi-breve or a whole note, we can split it in 2 notes, and this note we call half note. And it makes sense because we had whole note, and the whole note, when you slice it like an apple, we have 2 halves, half note. Or it has another name, minim. So minim or half note. So here we have the whole note, then we have half notes, and the half notes has 2 beat or 2 seconds. So the whole note has 4, half note has 2. Now we're going to split the 2 even more into something we call quarter note, and it's kind of solid. You can see that it's colored. We color it. It has to be black. And this is what we call quarter note or crotchet. And it's 1 second, just 1 beat. And then if we split this into more parts, we get something we call 8 notes or quavers. And they look like that. They're colored, same thing, but their stem has like something like a tail here. Just like that. And if we combine these two notes, they're gonna look like that. They're gonna be connected. These are the 8 notes, or quavers. Or we can just split them and they're gonna look like that. Now, this one has 4 beats, which is 4 seconds. And it's like that. I'm gonna hold the key long. See, I'm holding the key down the whole time, and I'm gonna count up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4-beat note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go to the half note that has 2 beats. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. Make sure you're holding the key down the whole time. So let's do the 4-beat note, which is the whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna go to the half note, which is 2-beat note. 1, 2. Then we're gonna go to the quarter note or crotchet that has 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then we're gonna go to the 8 notes or the quavers, and they're 2 times faster than the quarter note. So basically you're gonna play 2 notes every second. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now let's go to the rests. As I mentioned before, every note has an equivalent rest. So the whole note has a whole rest. And it looks like that. Like a hat, but it's upside down. Or like a tooth. So if we have 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be on the 4th line pointing down. That's a whole rest. And it's a silence, no sound, but we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to be talking more about time signature in the next video. Now, half note has half rest. It looks pretty much like the whole rest, but it's like that. It's pretty much like a hat. And on a 5-line staff, it's going to be on the 3rd line pointing up. Just like that. So that's a whole rest, that's a half rest. And we count to 1, 2 seconds. Next we have the quarter note, the black note. And this note has this equivalent rest. It's a very cool rest. It looks like a thunder sign. In order to draw it, you can do like 1, 2, 3, like 3 zigzag lines. Then you can do something like a curve or like half a circle. So 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it has another way of writing, which looks kind of like that. But this way here is the most common. Last but not least, we have the quaver or the 8th note, and it rests, looks like that. Just like that. So yeah, this is whole rest, 4-beat rest, 2-beat rest, 1-beat rest, and this is half-beat rest. So 2 of them equals 1. So that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video because we're going to be learning our first songs. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.